I'm not one of those kids that knew what they wanted to do when they are growing up. In 15 years of my career, I've been an English teacher, attorney, video game creator, and now I'm a toilet paper salesman selling millions of rolls of toilet paper a year. Life is all about finding the intersection of what you really love with what you're really good at. As simple as it sounds, that's not easy to find. After a brief stint as an English teacher, I went to law school and I ended up becoming an attorney at very big law firm here in New York City. Like most Americans, for the next few years, I was holding a job for dear life, working long hours at a job that I thought maybe I was good at, but certainly not one I really love. I then came to the epiphany that it takes years, if not tens of thousands of hours, to get really good at something. I didn't really have a lot of time to waste. This talk is for those looking to quit their job because they don't like their boss or they work long days at work. This is for those who are ready to complete this scary leap into a brand new career. And as you make your career change, there's a few things that I hope you to consider and a few things that I picked up along the way. So there's 3 things to think about before you are ready to move on. Number 1, professional life is about learning. If you are not interested in learning anymore, that's a huge red flag that there might not be a future for you in that industry. Number 2, career changes are often gut-driven. If you are constantly having sleepless nights, you are wide awake and staring at the ceiling thinking, oh man, I can't live with myself if I never try to make this change, or if I don't even actually investigate it. Then trust your gut. Maybe it might be time for that career change. On flip side, one good reason not to move on is a short-term pain. So if you don't like your boss or people at the office are grading on you, that's not a good reason to absolutely change your career. Because when you do change your career, you're generally going to have to start from the bottom, and you are actually going to feel a lot of pain, whether it's through lack of a salary or lack of a title. Pain at any job is inevitable. Now, if you are convinced that it's time to change your career, there are 3 things to think about immediately. First, network, network, network. No one ever builds their great career without good mentors or a good support network. What I mean by networking is getting all those good advice you could possibly get. Technology has made it simple to reach out to new people and say, hey, I'm thinking about making my career change. And do you just have 5 minutes to chat with me? That passion and that hunger and that ability to become a sponge really attracts good, awesome mentors, people willing to give you their time to give you good advice. So go out there and meet new people. Number two, the second thing that you should do immediately is shore up your finances. The reality is when you change your career, you either start a job with lower title or lower pay or maybe no pay, especially when you start your own business. Going out and making sure that your finances are in order to make that transition less painful is really important. For me personally, when I made the transition from becoming an attorney over to a video game creator, I wanted to have 6 to 12 months of personal runway in the bank, and if 6 to 12 months might not be the right number for you, but be honest with yourself what that number should be. Third thing, if you are not ready to make the change right at this moment, then get side hustles on. Side hustles could be anything from volunteering with an organization that's in the industry that you want to go in. Could be starting a new business part-time on the weekends. It's a free way to get the taste to see if you really love something. Now, if you are ready to move or already made that move, here are 3 things you should think about. First, I repeat, do not burn bridges. You spent years to build those bridges. Why burn it now? The world is such a small thing, especially with all those online platforms, that, believe me, you will see those people again, and probably in the most inopportune times. 2, take stock of what you learned in your previous career or careers. Most likely, a lot of those things are applicable to your new job or new career, whether it's interacting with people or praying on a team or dealing with jerks or assholes. Those things are really universally applicable. You'll probably find jerks no matter what industries you are in. No one is immune to it. Everybody is figuring it out. And you probably know how to do it already. Lastly, when you start your new job, I know that you're going to be nervous, but don't worry, take a breath because this is what I want to tell you. You are a part of the team, and everybody around you is rooting for your success because your success is their success. So, welcome to your new career.